Hey, there's something there. Is it a monster?
Mew! Mew mew!
That cry.
It's a Uniceros.
The sacred animal that appears in ancient Hispanian myth?
Yeah, a legendary Uniceros. If we catch it, we could get at least 50 million gold easy.
Uniceros like clean air. If you take one to a city, it may die.
Oh. He sounds like he's suffering.
Suffering? Why?
Something's coming.
It's behind us.
Ah! Are Uniceros violent?
Not at all. They're supposedly really gentle. They never attack people. Here it comes again.
Let's knock it unconscious and take a look at it.
You're dead! Here! Ha!
Oh, twisted door of distortion. Open wide.
Toward the abyss.
Take point! And might have me!
Oh, twisted door of distortion. Open wide.
Moonlight Demon! Chill!
Toward the abyss.
Oh, twisted door of distortion. Open
Want to see how
wide.
strong I really am? I'll crush you! Moonlight Demon!
Twisted door of distortion.
Noble
Open wide.
conflagration! Incinerate all! Raising Phoenix! Tiger!
I'm bursting with Oh, twisted door of distortion. Open wide. Distortion. Open wide.
I just keep getting better.
I'll heal its wounds.
But what do we do now? It may attack us again once it wakes up.
Let's have Mew talk to it.
Yes, Master. I'll try. Mew! Mew, mew, mew! Mew, mew! He doesn't like the miasma. Some got close to him, so he got irritated and attacked without thinking.
But there's no miasma around here.
He says Tyr has miasma inside her body.
Do you know what he means?
No.
I don't get it. Maybe it has to do with Tyr being born in the Qliphoth.
Oh, there it goes.
He was thanking Tyr just now for healing him.
Oh.
The Uniceros must have made a mistake. Once it realized that, it thanked her and left.
I bet you're happy you didn't get kicked, huh, Tyr? Don't look at me like that. It was a joke.
I'll open it.
Are you okay, Ion?
Yes, I'm just a little tired.
Tyr gets the same way when she activates the passage rings. Perhaps it's a side effect of Dawn Age phone machinery and phonic arts.
I don't think so.
Ion, shall we rest over here?
No, let's go.
Don't force yourself, Ion. If you're not feeling good, say something.
Thank you, Luke.
Damn, these things are annoying!
You should feel right at home.
Try a new one! Guess that didn't work.
How do you like this?
Chill!
The war of the earth brings the mighty dragon.
I'll hear that thunder.
Light spear cannon!
Grant my enemy the final rest. Flame burn!
Rending thrust! Farewell! Tiger Blood! You're weak.
You're a hack.
You're whack.
Let's go!
I'll hear that holy
Tiger Blood! Speed!
Arise, O violent waters, to rout mine enemies. Blessed drop!
Tiger Blood! White Tiger Blood!
Power away the wind and enemies with your blade.
Frigid Blast! Demon Fang!
Farewell.
Did another place fall? Or is it...
Yes, it may be the tree's instability due to the out-of-control Sephiroth.
These earthquakes have become more frequent.
I feel sick every time there's an earthquake. They remind me we're floating in midair.
I hope we can make the land safe again soon.
It's not reacting when Tyr gets close. That must mean...
It's the same as Shuri Hill. The Yulian seal hasn't been unlocked.
I guess we'll have to go look for it. It's kind of a pain. These guys are wimps.
They'll still beat you if your guard's down.
Take this!
Yes, you're done.
Frenzy Crush!
Can't feed my enemy with your blade! Turbulence!
No way! Piercing Flash! Light Flash! Who's
To
next?
rout mine enemy! Blessed drop!
That was acceptable.
These guys are wimps.
They'll still beat you if your guard's down.
Take this! Light Flash! No way!
Arise, O Island Dwellers, to rout my enemy!
Frenzy Crush! Shatter! Freaking Blast! No way!
O violent torrent! Flash! Shall we be on our way?
You're dead! Take this!
Enemies of flame breath! Flame burst!
Want to see how strong I really am?
Arise, O violent waters, to rout mine enemy! Blessed drop!
Frenzy Crush! Shatter! Freaking Blast!
We really had no choice.
Let's go! Tiger Blast! Take this!
Commanding angels of the earth and the earth! Black Knight!
Tiger Blast!
Guess you're done.
O violent torrent! Flash!
Cannon! Who's next? Ha! Get out of my face!
We have no choice.
No way!
Howl a raging wind.
Light spear cannon! Tempest! Burning thrust! Flash! Burning thrust! Light spear cannon! Burning thrust! See ya! Ha! Get out of my face! You're dead! Heaven strike! Light spear cannon!
Domesticated the spirits of the earth. Stalagmite!
Leave it to me! Take this!
Aurora of the earth, bring forth the lightning of the mighty
Burning
dragon.
thrust!
Ground dasher!
Excellent! Leave it to me! Burning thrust! Who's next? Excellent! Just stay dead!
Prepare!
Perfect strike! Moonlight cannon!
Violent torrent.
Toward the abyss.
No way! Can't
Take this! You find enemies with your blade. Turbulence!
There was no way!
Of unyielding protection.
Take this! See? Ha! Get out of my face!
The Yulian Seal's been unlocked. Now it should respond to Tyr.
If this happens again, we should probably check the devices in the area.
My brother hasn't been here yet.
Does this mean anyone who can use the 7th phonon can control it?
No, the control panel is dormant. Probably because we ignored Van's code when we used the passage rings at Shuri Hill and the Zhao ruins. The passage rings in other lands connected in parallel considered Luke an intruder. So they executed an emergency shutdown.
Then we can't control it?
I think it'll work if Luke carves the commands into it with his hyperresonance.
Brute force, huh? So what should I do?
For measuring the vibration frequency, nothing. But considering the future, we should probably set things up to lower the land.
Should I write something?
Draw a line between the 4th Sephiroth and here, the 6th Sephiroth. Bypass the 5th Sephiroth. That's Exariuth. There's no point in connecting it. Also connect the 1st and 3rd Sephiroth. Beside the 6th Sephiroth, write Tree Descent, normal speed. And then, activate simultaneously with the 1st Sephiroth descent.
What does this mean?
When we lower the first Sephiroth, the radiation gate, that orders this passage ring to activate and lower this land as well.
We'll inscribe that same order on every passage ring in the Outer Lands. Then we'll give the descent command to the radiation gate.
I see. Then all of the outer lands will descend at once.
All right. Now all that's left is the vibration frequency of the core.
How do we measure it, Colonel?
It's simple. Touch the counter to the center phone stone.
I'll do it. Is this all?
Yes.
Boring. I got all worked up for nothing.
I'm afraid it wasn't designed for entertainment.
Let's return to Sheridan.
The difference is so obvious.
Who's next? I just keep getting better.
Good to see you back.
Here are the measurements.
We're currently modifying the Tartarus.
The Tartarus?
Even the fall into the cliff-off couldn't break it. It's perfect for a trip to the core.
The Tartarus is certainly proving itself useful.
It will still take some time, though. You should go relax in town.
Could I talk to you all for a minute?
What is it?
Is it really okay for us to just lower all the land on our own?
What do you mean?
It's a really big deal. It'll change the way the whole world works. I was thinking we should explain things to Uncle and Emperor Peony and work together.
But we'd have to go to Batical to do that.
I think we should.
Luke.
They risked their lives for us. For you, Natalia. Now it's our turn to protect them. Let's persuade Uncle to salvage the peace treaty that fell apart. Shouldn't Kimlaska, Malkuth, and Doth work together to lower the Outer Lands?
Luke, you're absolutely right.
Please let me think for a bit. I know that's best, but the fact remains that Father rejected me. I'm scared. I'm sorry.
We'll just have to wait until Natalia is ready.
Where's she going?
Who's there? Ash! What are you doing here?
I'm looking for Spinoza. What are you doing here? Aren't you going to Batical?
You knew?
It's not like you to be scared.
Well, there are some things that frighten even me.
Really? Even though you have tens of thousands of Batical citizens as your allies?
I know that.
Someday, when we're grown up, let's change this country. Change it so that no one has to be poor. Change it so that war never happens.
Let's work to change our country. For the rest of our lives. Together.
I didn't say that because you were a princess. Your birth doesn't matter. Just do what you can. I guess I'll go back too.
It's not nice to eavesdrop.
I didn't do it on purpose, and it didn't seem like the best time to interrupt them.
I see.
If I hadn't been born, Natalia and Ash would have.
If you hadn't been born, Ash would have died at Exariuth as Luke.
Tyr,
Hypothesizing about not having been born is meaningless. You're living your own life. Experiences that only you know. Feelings that only you feel. Don't deny them. You're here.
yeah, thanks.
I'm sorry. It's not like me to act scared like that, is it?
Then we're going to Batical now, are we?
Yes. I will do what I can as Princess of... No, as a citizen of Kimlaska.
There you go.
I hoped you'd say that. I wrote a letter to King Ingobert describing everything that's happened. As well as the problems with lowering the Outer Lands.
Problem? Was there a problem?
The miasma.
Oh yeah, the whole reason the Outer Lands were made was to get away from that.
We'll need more than the cooperation of Sheraton to solve this problem. We'll need Grand Kokma's phonic researchers and Yulia City. But in order to get them...
We have to get Kimlaska and Malkuth to agree to peace.
Let's go to Batical. I'll convince Father, no matter what.
Tyr, can we get started on the hyperresonance training?
Huh? Oh yes, let's begin. It looks like you've developed quite a bit of control.
But I still can't handle it well enough to use in battle.
At one point, you couldn't do anything at all. It's quite impressive.
Tyr, thanks for everything.
Luke.
Enough!
Thank you.
This is the last of my training. From here on, your training will come from the battlefield. Stay sharp.
I will.
You've come quite far, Tyr.
It's thanks to your instruction, Major.
Here, take this.
Major, what is this pendant?
Van gave it to me to give to you once you had completed your training.
Van?
This is a memento of your mother.
My mother?
Tyr, if by some chance I should die in battle, open that pendant and look inside.
Major, what are you saying?
I said if. I won't die. Not until Van's vision comes to pass.
Major, I'll keep it safe. Thank you.
Tyr, you mustn't die. Do whatever it takes to stay alive, no matter what.
Yes, ma'am.
Tyr?
I thought you didn't like me teaching you how to control your hyperresonance.
What? No, I was just embarrassed.
Embarrassed?
I just thought, well, it wasn't cool to learn from you.
What do you mean it wasn't cool to learn from me?
Well, never mind, it's nothing. Whatever. I'm really glad you taught me. I'm glad I learned this from you. Thanks.
Thank you, too.
Should we head back?
Right.
Princess Natalia, you returned! You realize what this will mean?
Stop. I am Ion, Phone Master of the Order of Lorelei. I seek an audience with His Majesty.
Yes, sir!
Those who accompany me come under the protection of Doth. If they are treated with any disrespect, Doth will no longer read the score for Kinlaska.
Open the way. That's an order from Phone Master Ion.
Let's go. First, we must deal with those who are inciting the king to war.
Let's go, Natalia. This time we will convince him.
Right. Father!
Natalia.
Where are the guards?
Uncle, there's no need for guards. Natalia is your daughter.
My daughter died years ago.
No, the Natalia here before you is your daughter. 17 years of memories should tell you that.
Luke.
I learned that from you.
Memories.
So someone told you she's not your real daughter. So what? That doesn't change your memories. The memories you two share as a family belong to you alone.
I know that. I know that.
Well then?
It's all right, Luke. Father, Your Majesty, you may call me a criminal if you wish. But please, stop this war with Malkuth.
I won't ask why you sent emissaries to Exariuth. I don't even want to know. But His Majesty Peony IX trusted in me as an emissary of peace. I do not intend to lose that trust for your sake.
Excuse me, Your Majesty. A monarch need not suffer these youthful tirades. May I suggest we come back at a later date to hear Your Majesty's feelings?
Jade!
What if they hide troops to ambush us?
The people of this city would turn against His Majesty, just as before. And Phone Master Ion is here as well. We all know what Doth's response would be were the Phone Master to die.
Are you threatening me? Jade the Necromancer?
Did you think I would enter a situation like this without taking certain precautions? I've written a document detailing the crisis facing the world.
I will read it and see you in my audience chamber tomorrow.
Uncle, I trust you.
Excuse us, Your Majesty.
What will you do if King Ingobert responds with force tomorrow?
We'll persuade him, no matter what.
He might not come around that easily.
Then I'll stay and convince him, even if it costs me my life.
Natalia.
I was a fool. I thought my job was to help the suffering in places like Exariuth and the front lines. But I was wrong. I should have stayed by Father's side and admonished him when he strayed down this errant path.
Natalia, you truly are this kingdom's princess.
I want to be. I love this country from the bottom of my heart.
I read your documents. Your proposal seems to contradict the score of the 6th phone stone.
The score is no longer useful. It started to go wrong when I was born.
Replicas.
Father, clinging to the score will no longer bring prosperity. This is the moment the world's leaders will truly be put to the test. We nobles exist precisely for times like this. The royal family does not exist to live in luxury, dependent upon the score.
What would you have me do?
Sign a peace treaty with Malkuth and allow us to lower the outer lands into the Qliphoth.
Unthinkable. The Malkuth Empire is our sworn enemy. Only a traitor would suggest such a thing.
Do not let them deceive you, Your Majesty. They've likely been bought by Malkuth. These are merely the ramblings of ignoble impostors.
Silence! Only a fool clings solely to lineage.
No one is born a princess. Only through diligence does one achieve the grace and dignity required of that title.
I know not whether I possess the grace of which Jade speaks. But you raised me for 17 years. It is with great pride in that time that I say this now. Make peace and lower the land. I ask this out of love for this country, and for you, Father.
Very well.
Uncle, really?
No, Your Majesty.
Don't listen to the babblings of these...
Silence! Do not insult my daughter's words.
Father!
Natalia, you have awakened the love and concern for this kingdom that I had forgotten.
Father, it hurt not to be the princess. But what hurt so much more was not being your daughter.
While you do not share my blood, I will never forget our time together. I will never forget the moment you first called me father.
Oh, Father!
I'm happy for you, Natalia.
No, they've still got a lot of talking to do. They're going to start over as family.
Yes, we can't go back to when we didn't know.
Hey, what happened to Mose? It looks like he withdrew to Doth. I doubt he'll do anything immediately. To Doth?
Okay, let's settle things before Mose can interfere again.
Then Malkuth is next. Let's go.
What's wrong, Natalia?
I had thought I'd fulfilled my duty as royalty.
What do you mean, thought? You opened the port, built a clinic, lots of things.
But who's to say those weren't merely for my own self-satisfaction?
The people of Batical feel honestly grateful to you. Isn't that proof enough?
Even so.
All actions begin with a desire for self-satisfaction.
Really?
For example, suppose Natalia felt she wanted to work for the kingdom, ignoring personal gain. By acting on that thought, Natalia still satisfies her own desires.
Well, yeah, but Jade, that's missing the point.
Indeed it is. I'm quibbling.
But once something gains other support, it grows beyond mere self-satisfaction.
If that's the case, you've got the support of everyone here in Batical. That's proof that you're not being selfish.
No, there must be more that I can do. As a commoner in this position, I have a duty to think of the people's happiness. The people of the city have accepted me. I must fulfill their expectations.
Natalia, you're amazing.
Yes, but you can do things little by little. Do what you can, slowly but surely.
I guess royalty can't just sit around in pretty clothes eating yummy food all the time.
Well, countries with royalty like that wind up falling apart.
Once she truly thinks of the people, how will she feel toward monarchy itself?
Did you say something?
No, nothing at all.
So, Kimlaska is finally ready to talk.
I ask you on behalf of the kingdom of Kimlaska Lanveldir. Forgive our aggression and consider again a peace treaty between...
Hold on, aren't you forgetting your position? Saying it like that will mean that Kimlaska has bowed down before us. And shame on you for not stopping her, Jade.
Was it that obvious?
Let's just say it's talks to end the Battle of Rugnica Plains. Where should we hold them?
Doth would be most appropriate, but...
Not right now. Somewhere outside Mo's influence would be better.
Tyr, how about Yulia City?
But that's in the Qliphoth. Are you sure?
Actually, they should probably learn what the Qliphoth is like. That's where the Outer Lands are going when we lower them.
True. Well then, if it pleases your majesty, we'd like you to travel to the Qliphoth.
Anywhere is better than when I was locked up in Ketterberg. I'm there.
We're going to need the Flight Stone.
And Dist has it. We'll need to ask Tritime and Doth to find out where Dist is.
Doth. Moses probably back by now. It's going to be dangerous.
Damn it, why the hell does Dist have the Flight Stone? What a pain.
He has a freakish obsession with phone tech and phone machines, just like Guy.
Excuse me?
Luke, it's not nice to compare Guy to Dist.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, come now, enough foolishness. Tyr is glaring at you.
It's a letter. Hey, it's from Dist.
What does it say?
To my hated enemies, the Jade Gang.
Well, since when did we become the Jade Gang?
I, the elegant Dist the Rose, now possess the Flight Stone.
If you want it, come to the place of our covenant. We will settle this once and for all. You're scared, aren't you? Terrified? But no matter. You'll never get the Flight Stone unless you meet me here. It's not in Darth, most definitely not. Hurry!
Dist. He should have just said it's in Darth. What an idiot.
What do you think we should do, Colonel?
Ignore him. Luke's right. The Flight Stone is almost certainly here in Doth.
But Dis told us to...
The promised place he mentioned is probably Ketterberg. If we ignore him, he'll just wait there and freeze solid.
The poor bastard.
Just in case, let's ask Tritime whether discs come back or not.
Yeah.
Phone Master Ion, we've been looking for you.
My apologies, but I'm afraid I must be away a little longer.
What about your duties as Phone Master? Grand Maestro Mose left as soon as he returned, taking a regiment of Oracle soldiers to Aramis Spring.
Interesting. He must be planning to close off the Yulia Road and force us to meet Dist.
If you're leaving, at least take another 10 Phone Master Guardians with you.
It's difficult to move as a large group. Annis is enough.
Say, Maestro Tritime, what's Dis been doing?
Conductor Dist returned here briefly, but he hurried off again somewhere. His attendant, Cantor Reiner, should know the details.
Where can we find him?
Right now, he should be training at Oracle headquarters.
Let's go talk to him.
Yeah.
Stand down! You are in the presence of Phone Master Ion.
Lopri and Colonel Dist gave orders not to let anyone through, no matter who they are. What's so funny?
My apologies. I wasn't laughing at you.
No one makes fools of us. Phone Master Ion stays unharmed. Kill the rest!
Whoa, here they come.
That's enough!
Dragon!
Innocent shine!
Fool, the slightest opening brings death.
Dist is such an idiot.
About what?
Strengthening security like this is like saying there's something important here.
Oh, then the Flightstone really is here?
Most likely.
I wonder where he hid it.
Reiner may know.
Then let's find this Reiner guy.
We have no choice.
Here! I'll do whatever it takes. These guys are wimp. They'll still beat you if your guard's down. See how strong I am. Cannon! Oh, noble conflict! Incinerate all! Raising Phoenix! That was too easy. Nobody can beat us.
Good work. Just don't get too excited.
I know.
So you want to fight?
Tiger Girl!
No!
Soaring Light Spear!
Aurora of the Earth, bring forth the fire to the mighty dragon!
Crush you!
Violent waters to rout mine enemy! Blessed cross!
Take this!
Violent torrent!
I thought I did pretty well there.
You move too much. You can't think about your reaction, just react.
You never let up. These guys are wimp.
Don't get cocky.
No way! Who's next?
Rise in the flames of heaven!
Searing Gale!
Howl the raging wind and breathe my hand into your blade!
Feel thunder! Excellent!
O mighty gale of the spirit of the earth! No way!
I'll do whatever it takes.
We have no choice. The earth bring forth the fangs of the mighty dragon!
final rest.
I'll crush you!
That was acceptable.
These guys are whipped.
Don't get cocky.
Torrent, take this!
No way!
Operating weakness, made my enemies with your blade!
Frigid flash!
Grant my enemies a final rest.
Come forth.
Sovereign Gale!
Be gone!
Guardian field!
One must fight to live.
There he is. That's Reiner.
What's he doing?
Training for promotion from the rank of Bravo to Logrian Sergeant.
Let's speak to him.
Phone Master, what brings you to a place like this?
Do you know of the flight stone that Dist has?
Oh, I'm keeping it for him.
Why you?
I began training for Logrian Sergeant 2 days ago, so I can't leave here for almost a month. Therefore, he asked me to hold it for him for a while.
Could you give it to me?
I'm afraid not, even for you, Phone Master. Dist instructed me not to let go of it, even for a moment. But we really... Oh!
So, now the Albior will be back to normal.
I kind of feel like the bad guy now.
I think there's a good reason for that.
Is it truly all right for us to do this?
This makes me uncomfortable.
Cheer up. It's for a good cause.
We're in a state of emergency. Let's go.
Don't get sloppy. Want to see how strong I am? Oh no, your blade! Raising
done.
Feel the dragon's fang!
War Smash! At the gala of the spirits of earth. Stalagmite!
Light spear cannon! Who's next? Take this!
We're not playing around either.
Now all we have to do is take everybody in the Albior.
Before we do that, I have a proposal.
What is it?
Kimlaska, Malkuth, and Doth can agree to the land-lowering operation. But Kesidonia is an autonomous state, not a country.
They're being left out.
I know they wouldn't normally have this right, but could we let Aster participate?
Yeah, it was quick and informal, but he was the first to approve of the plan. I don't see any problem with that.
Then let's go to Kesidonia first. We'll have Noel take the other heads of state on to Yulia City in the meantime.
Yeah, that way we won't waste any time.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, it's good to see all of...
What is it, Maestro Tritime?
I feel some unusual phonons.
What are you talking about?
That, I suspect.
This sword?
I felt the first phonon in it from the moment we got it, but it's been growing stronger day by day.
Where did you find this sword?
The Megiora Highlands. It was stuck in a monster's back.
Maestro, is there something about this sword?
Well, I suppose at this point I can talk about it. That sword is said to be one of the catalysts of the planetary phonic art.
Planetary phonic art? What is that?
An immense phonic art that was proposed in the Dawn Age. It was never actually put to use, though. The phonic war ended before it could be, or so I've heard.
Yes, records of the art were found in Yulia City. The previous phone master, Evanos, secretly undertook a plan to revive it.
And he needed the sword for that?
Yes, 3 weapons with the power of Rem, and 3 with the power of Shadow. These are required for the planetary phonic art, in theory anyway.
That sure is vague.
To be honest, we don't know the details. The Oracle Knight responsible for overseeing the plan destroyed the records and left the Order. And Evanos has passed away as well.
That's too bad. It sounds like a really powerful art. Battles would be so easy if the Colonel could use it.
Perhaps it would be useful. Go to Ketterberg, then. The former Oracle Knight has reportedly passed away, but you may still be able to learn something.
What was that Oracle Knight's name?
Locrian Colonel Gelda Nebulim.
Nebulim? I could swear I've heard that somewhere.
We don't need any planetary phonic art. Even without it, Jade's still ridiculously strong.
Luke, what are you hiding?
Jade...
Well, if you deem it necessary, I have no objection to visiting Ketterberg.
The two of you are certainly acting strangely.
An Oracle Knight that used to live in Ketterberg? I can look in the records. What was this person's name? Gelda Nebulim. Professor Nebulim?
My, did you know her?
Professor Nebulim opened a private school here after leaving the Order. I studied under her, as did my brother.
Colonel, you did know her, didn't you?
And you knew too, Luke. That's why you were acting so strangely.
I don't know her.
Don't blame Luke. I told him to keep it a secret. Emperor Peony aside, sharing a classroom with Dist is one of my life's less laudable moments.
Dist aside, Emperor Peony studied under her as well?
The Emperor was confined to his mansion, but he would sneak out and just sit in on the class.
Some emperor he is.
So, did this Professor Nebulim leave anything behind?
I've heard that the Malkuth Army's intelligence division collected all of her documents some time ago.
The Malkuth Army? Why?
What's the problem? Jade just has to run in there and ask.
I doubt it'll be that easy. Intelligence divisions are usually independent from the rest of the army.
Well, I suppose we'll just have to ask the Emperor for assistance.
Let's go!
Raging winds and cleave thine enemies with your blade. Turbulence! Prepare yourself!
Thou who wouldst take revenge, carve here.
Tempest! Cleave thine enemies with your blade. Turbulence!
Speed! Brilliant lightning!
Oh, very well.
Admonishing melody, arise in the name of the Necromancer, Mystic Cage! Now know what true power is!
Tempest! No! Breaking thrust! Breaking thrust!
That wasn't too bad.
Well, this is a surprise. Did you come to visit my Rapigs? Adorable, aren't they?
We'll save your Majesty's Rapigs for another time. Guy, if you would explain.
Me? Why do I always have to explain things?
Professor Nebulim, huh? My dad was still on the throne then, so I don't know much about it. Anyway, I'll get the Intelligence Division to submit the information. I'll have it sent to your office, Jade.
Do you hear something?
Yes. This sounds like phonon interference.
Now that you mention it... It's the 1st and 6th phonons!
That's odd. It's coming from somewhere in this room.
Maybe it's a phonon bomb.
Hey, that's not funny.
Come on, let's look for it.
This is it. The sound is coming from this sword.
It looks like it's reacting to the shadow sword we have. Tyr, would you use a phonic seal on it?
What is this sword, Your Majesty?
Old McGovern left it behind when he retired from the army. I collect weapons, so he left it here for me.
Jade, do you think this is one of the planetary phonic art catalysts?
I presume so, but to call this mess a collection...
Did you say something?
Not at all. Incidentally, would it be possible to borrow this sword?
I suppose that if those 3 cute girls begged a little...
That's a fine case of sexual harassment.
Okay, then you guys do it too. Go ahead, Luke.
Me? Please lend us the sword.
Next.
With all due respect, we would like to borrow the sword.
Next.
Emperor Peony, you're so handsome. Can we please borrow the sword? Pretty please, with sugar on top.
Great, great. Just wait until you're 6 years older and I'll date you anytime.
Whoa, he sure changed fast.
Please lend us the sword.
Oh, that icy smile. Yeah.
Me too? Your Majesty, would you please allow us to borrow the sword?
Oh, that hint of naivete. Yes.
Your Majesty.
Shut up. Don't beg. I'll puke.
Now, Your Majesty. Please allow me to offer my most sincere request.
Nope. Leave.
How unfortunate. We'll be taking the sword then.
Colonel, some documents have been delivered from the Intelligence Division.
Thank you. Now, let's see.
What do they say?
There's information on the professor's life, the incantation for the planetary phonic art, and, a map.
A map?
Yes. This looks like Mount Ronil. It seems there's a phonic glyph beyond the mountain which reacts to the catalysts.
Now that you mention it, Professor Nebulum did go to Mount Ronil a lot, didn't she?
Whoa! What's the Emperor doing here?
His Majesty pays unannounced visits to the Colonel's office frequently.
Well, that explains that.
Well then, shall we head for Mount Ronil?
Not yet. It would probably be best to wait until we have all of the catalysts. By the way, Your Majesty, it seems that there are quite a few sections missing from these documents.
Apparently somebody took them without anyone's knowledge.
Dist?
Probably.
Does it say anything about where the rest of the catalysts are?
Unfortunately, no. Only that they came in pairs, and that the McGovern family had one.
I guess we'll just have to find them the hard way.
I see, so that's why you've come for me. You have my deepest gratitude. I can offer explanations of what to look out for, the effects of the miasma, and other such issues.
Yes, that should be useful to hear when preparing for the descent.
What effect has the miasma had anyway? Have people been getting sick?
Some of the children and elderly who were exposed to the miasma became bedridden. People from Yulia City have taken in the most critical, but they can't take in all of them. I'm also worried about our emergency food stores. They were depleted because of the war.
How about petitioning the king and emperor?
Yes. By the way, when are we leaving?
Noelle won't be back for a little while yet.
Let's rest at the inn. That will also give Aster time to prepare.
All right, I'll cover the cost of the inn for you. Please, relax and get some rest.
Thanks. We appreciate it.
What is it? You look serious.
Yeah, I'm worried about the miasma. All I know is that the miasma is bad for people. That's it. It's not going to kill everybody all of a sudden, is it?
Like I said before, it's only bad if you inhale a lot over a long period of time. But if things stay like this, then I think the population will drop 80% by the next generation.
Damn it! Even if we lower the outer lands, it won't change a thing!
That's why the peace treaty includes an agreement to jointly research the miasma.
I know, it's just... Why can't my hyperresonance disintegrate the miasma? I hate this! I caused all of this, but I can't...
Settle down. You said you were going to start with what you can do, right? One person probably can't do much alone, but people can work together. We're with you.
Yeah. Sorry for talking like that again.
It's okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Night. Thanks.
Good morning!
Noelle! Welcome back! How did it go?
Everyone is safe in Yulia City. I arrived here earlier than I expected, so I went ahead and took Aster as well.
My, you must have not been able to get any rest at all.
I'm fine. Don't worry. I took naps when I had the chance.
Thank you for all your hard work.
It is an honor, Phone Master. Well then, I'll be standing by on the Albior.
Shall we be going to Yulia City ourselves, then?
Yeah, it's all finally coming together.
Then please add your signatures to this document. Good. With this, we conclude the formation of the peace treaty.
Wait just 1 minute.
Guy!
Sorry, Luke, this is important. Shut up for a minute. You made an agreement like this right after the Hot War. Can you keep it this time?
This is different from Hod. That was to bring us prosperity through the score.
That's why you destroyed Hod? There were Kimlaskans there too, like my mother.
Guy! What are you doing?
Your mother?
Eugenie Cecile. You sent her to marry into House Gardios as a gesture of peace. Don't try to say you've forgotten.
Guy, if you've come for revenge, then kill me. I'm the one who killed Countess Gardios, because she refused to aid in the invasion of Malkuth.
Father, you really...
It was war. You do what you must in order to prevail, just as we used your death to cause the Battle of Rugnica Plains.
My mother at least knew what she was doing when she married into that family. But what possible reason was there to involve everyone else, to destroy Hod?
I may be the more worthy target for your blade, Gylardia Golan.
Your Majesty?
Kimlaska didn't destroy Hod. It destroyed itself. No. We destroyed it.
What are you talking about?
Thaumacrie research was being conducted on Hod. Jade knows what I'm talking about.
With war about to begin, we shut down all of our phonic experiments on Hod. There just wasn't time to deal with the Thaumacrie research.
The previous Emperor, my father, decided to destroy the Kimlaskan army and Hod with it.
I heard a test subject was connected to a device that artificially generated a hyperresonance.
So that's how Hod was destroyed.
My father presented the event as Kimlaska's work to quash anti-war sentiment at home.
That's horrible. I feel so sorry for the test subject.
Yes, the record shows he was only 11 years old at the time. You may have known him, Guy.
Me?
He was the son of a knight who served House Gardios. I believe their family name was Fende.
You can't mean Vandestelka Musto Fende.
You know him, Tyr?
If he's the son of Fende, she more than knows him. And so do you, Luke.
What?
It's Van Grants. Vandestelka Musto Fende is his real name.
So that's how he knew about animate replication, even though we sealed the information.
Guy, why don't you sheath your sword for now? It's beginning to sound like you'd have to kill almost everyone in this room.
I stopped wanting revenge a long time ago.
I never thought Van's name would come up like this. Let's adjourn this meeting for now. I trust that suits everyone here.